Okay, it's the day before we're leaving to Wrecker Games, so pull the Blazer in and get looking at it. Make sure it's gonna be good for the weekend. I beat it pretty hard at hammers, so I'm guessing there's gonna be some stuff wore out. Caden was good enough to go wash it for me.
Thank you.
It was pretty disgusting. Under the hood is still disgusting. Yeah, looks like I probably ought to clean that air filter. It's starting to turn itself inside out. We'll get it up there, get it looked at. Maybe see if we can get some rock lights put in it, whatever else needs to be fixed. So we're leaving in less than 24 hours, so hopefully it doesn't need much. All right, so I know these heims on the tie rod are really old, so I'm expecting one of those to be pretty trashed. It's starting to rattle. Oh, there's the rattle right there. That heim's trashed, so I knew that was going to come. So I've actually had this assembly sitting on the shelf for at least a year. So I'll get this cut to length. It's got offset heims on it, and get that welded and put in. How's everything else look? Oh, let's see. Well, I don't see anything real obvious. That poor header's about seen its day. It's 12 years old now, so it's no surprise. I'll have to build some new headers or buy some new headers, or I don't know, see what I can find. Those bushings look like they're living. Those bushings look like they'll live. All right, Caden. Well, I'd say we need to check the charge on the shocks. Reservoirs are there. Check the charge on the front shocks too. I hit everything with the grease gun, and then I'll get that cut down and welded while you do all these other odds and ends. Then we'll put Key into work on the rock lights too.
So these have several different molds, that's why they have 4 wires.
Wait, you're putting rock lights on it?
Yeah.
Can you believe it?
That's a new one.
He's only been talking about it for 10 years.
I thought it was just a long lost dream.
I just don't ever have time. I'm too busy fixing everybody else's stuff. So we'll have to build a bracket for this one. So, because we can't just bolt it to the inner fender, because then we'll have screws poking up through in the inside, and I don't want that. So I think we'll build a bracket that comes off of this panel on the off the inner part. Yeah. So up as high as we can, because you can see the tire rubs right there.
Oh yeah.
It totally does. Yep, nice.
Okay, so that's how high this tire will stuff, and it's amazing it didn't tear the bedside off. So
Hey, it just goes to show you when you stretch the wheel openings, you did a pretty good job.
yeah, I did it exactly right apparently. And then probably one here somewhere, I guess.
You just want one in the back or one on the back on each side? I was
Um,
gonna say we could always pull that
yeah, we can,
bracket off and just put it right there.
yeah, I guess we can put one in the center in the front too.
Yeah, that would work.
Yeah, that'd be fine.
I know that'd be really nice to have a light right here with your rock lights on if you ever have to hook
Yeah.
onto something in the dark.
Oh, wow, I didn't realize. Look at that. I killed it. I killed it dead.
Hammers?
Yeah. There were some big rocks. This is the steering stabilizer off of this. I think that happened on Turkey Claw, but it still works. I thought it was going to be smashed enough that it was going to be hitting on the inner tube, but yeah, it doesn't bind up, so it's reusable. She's still mint. Good as new. Why not?
It's like we could put that back on.
Yeah.
Save you a few pennies and let you bash it on another rock, and then you'll get you a new one.
Yeah, that's been on there for a long time, so.
Okay. Made.
Couple of lights in there. Couple of lights there. Did I hit that one? Okay.
Yeah.
And we're gonna pull this old time capsule off.
It was on here when you bought it, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was. It's still got that ugly bluish purple paint on it from when I bought it.
You better make sure they can see that.
Yeah, we gotta document that, huh?
Yeah.
Can you see it? Oh yeah, you can kind of see that ugly blue. That's what the bottom of the Blazer was painted. It was charcoal on the top, and that it was actually more purple when I got it. It's faded to kind of a blue color.
It was very purple. The gauge cluster, the glove box.
It was bad enough that Kean cried. He was 3 when we bought this, so.
I thought it was spring of 2003, so I would have been 4.
No, 2.
Oh.
It was fall of 02.
So I was 3.
Yeah.
I was 3.5.
Yep. You remember the trauma that this.
Oh, I'll never forget going there, and yeah, that was an experience. We'll leave it at that.
Daddy, let's get in the Dewey and go home. The Blazer scares me.
In my defense, you said we're gonna go get a Blazer like Grandpa, so I had the really nice, pretty red Blazer in my head, and then we get there and see that.
Yeah. Yeah. It was not pretty.
So the $1 million question: what do you think they had this bracket for? Was it mounted to anything, or was it just like that?
I'll bet it was part of their hitch system because I've seen stuff like it since. So probably had a receiver bolted to the original bumper and then a little bracket that caught these holes to help stabilize it. Been there the whole time. I've never taken it off. In fact, it still has its original markings on the cross member from when it was built on the product assembly line.
Oh wow. Yeah, well, this is a safety chain for the little trailer for a long time.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll have to do something to replace that. So
Yeah.
we put the little Expedition trailer back on it. You guys have kind of outgrown the old Expedition trailer, kind of, have you?
I don't need it. I got a Jeep.
True.
I load everything in the back of mine, and I say have fun with that trailer.
Yeah. Yep. All right, go out and check on Kenner. He's out here getting the enclosed trailer ready to go. See how he's doing. Ooh, you got sunshine, Kenner. How's that feel?
Nice and warm.
It's almost bright, huh? We're not used to seeing this sun anymore.
Yeah.
Oh wow, you're going back together already?
Yeah. Do you want to check that wheel bearing? That was the one I was unsure about. I felt pretty good, but.
Oh yeah, that's really tight. Just barely feel any play. Is that one the same or better?
That's
that's
fine. Yeah.
Okay. Got her all greased up and everything?
Yep.
Got the hinges greased up?
Yeah, I already did it.
And then if you wipe the grease off,
Yeah.
that way it doesn't get covered in Sand Hallow sand. So let's see how he did on the floor. The floor was starting to come up in here. Oh yeah, look at that. Yeah, this section was kind of popping up, and then this one here was popping up real bad. Yeah, it actually wore the screw holes out right there. We put some screws in those to plug the holes. This will be ready to load the Blazer in.
Can you give me a torch, Kenner?
How big?
Just a little crap torch. Crazy. Hey, this doesn't say part time on it.
No, that one's in the bag.
Yeah, that one's.
Did you see that, Kaden?
Oh, yeah, Mom made sure to show us after you sent it to her. He's like, I couldn't just have it say key.
No. Yeah, she had to edit it and make it say part-time.
We got the Blazer up in the air right now, and we got rock light right there, and right there. That's the front. And then if we go back there's one right there.
Hey, you decided to video today.
Yeah. And one right there on the other side. And then Kate's wiring that one right there. You know what? I'm gonna get a light here. One right there. And then
You just need to go get Caden a light like this.
look like that.
Yeah, go get him. You can go get him the other one.
Okay.
Then he won't be working in the dark.
Yep. Where is the other one?
It's over there.
Okay.
I think it's plugged in and charging.
It is. Oh, this is a new one that we got yesterday.
It's the brand new one.
Yep, that's a brand new one.
Wow. Caden will be the first one to use it.
Much better. I can actually see. So yeah.
Still plugging away on these rock lights. Kian just has them just about all wired. You're over to this side now. And this is pretty much the last big connection until we run it inside, right?
Yep, because I got these wires right here, which are what runs around on the front, tying in this one. This runs to the light right there. I got this harness. It'll be what runs from here up to the main junction right up there by the firewall. Because it was a lot easier to connect 4 wires here than to connect anything at the top of the rock light.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Do this, connect everything there, connect our switches, and they'll work. We were testing it last night. These are color changing lights, and I don't know how to change the color yet.
They're not color changing. They have different flash sequences.
Yeah, we just don't know
and
if
they
it's
have-
changed by ground or changed by power.
So they have like a, you can go solid and stuff like that too, I'm
Different
guessing.
flash sequences. So.
Yeah, here, I'll hold that. This is just all for the rear. Okay, go ahead, Kenner.
Okay,
Look at
so
that.
they're
Oh, they're
on-
solid. Last night it was just flashing.
Yep. So if you take your green wire
I'm guessing
and touch it to ground, that will change the flash sequence. See?
Oh wow.
Can you just do solid white?
I think they're always white and orange.
Yeah.
There's like a ton of flash sequences here.
Yep.
I don't know how good a connection I'm getting either.
There you go.
Oh,
you
I
have
had it.
On solid.
I had it, but you
Okay.
get the point.
Yep.
What's the white wire do?
That
The white wire is what synchronizes all the lights together.
when they go to a setting, it's basically their communication wire to make sure they're all flashing the same way.
Yep.
Gotcha.
Yep.
The minute here, we'll be able to do that on the front.
Yep.
And later we'll do it on.
Okay. Oh, you got the tie rod in. Cool.
Yep.
And then
Nice.
are we gonna do the mount?
Hopefully it clears the diff cover, huh?
Yeah. We can't really steer it.
I bet with the 2 of us, we probably could, or 3 of us. Wow, that's pretty tight with the. It will probably just rub, is my guess.
Yeah, that was kind of what I was thinking at full load.
Just barely hit.
Well, that's good. So, I guess I'll grab the nitrogen and get these shocks charged. Put 150 pounds in the shock. A little bit more.
That's it.
That should be it.
Oh, wow.
Got a little bit of space.
Okay, go ahead and steer it back straight. Do you need help again?
You get that?
I'm on straight.
Good.
Right there's good.
There.
Okay.
Okay.
So that's a success, huh?
Yeah.
How about those lights?
So we just saw the tie rod doesn't hit. That's a success. Let's make sure. What's your bet, Kyler? Did I wire it all right?
No.
Yeah, you know.
I'm pretty sure he did. If he doesn't, we have some stuff to do.
Hey, so that's working. And it's on solid right now, so I don't know if I want to strobe it, but also I can cycle through. 1 tap, and about 17 more, we'll get back to solid.
These front ones are solid.
Those ones are just white.
Yeah.
All the other rock lights are these ones that you can change through.
Why did you just do just white all the way through? Just because it's funner to have.
A little bit of color. All right, we got the Blazer all loaded up, ready to head south. Got the funny little tires on it, so it fits in here. Bob's almost too big for this trailer, so, but we make it work. Weather's not going to be super nice, so it's pretty important that we get the get it in the enclosed so we don't make a huge mess, and then we'll have all of the stuff for the record games in here as well. But I've had a couple of people ask about the engine that's in Bob. And it's a LQ4 out of an 05 pickup. Has an LS6 cam in it. Has this Whipple supercharger on it. Still filthy from hammers. Still haven't had time to clean it or anything, but it also has this air-water intercooler right there. There's the heat exchanger for it. Pumps down over in here somewhere. Yeah, runs pretty good for what it is. Probably makes somewhere in the 550 horsepower range. Does a pretty good job with this Blazer. So once again, back on the road. Did we just do this
in this truck? But we have extras this time.
Oh yeah, okay.
We have Kenner and Kyler and Corbin.
Yeah.
All with us, headed to
Record games.
Record games. Wow, they sounded excited, didn't they?
Yeah.
That's really the best you guys can do.
No, I'm more excited about the driving our
Come on, Record games.
Record games. Yeah.
I'm telling Matt.
Vegas bound, baby. Happier now?
Yes.
Maybe. I think this is the biggest Kit Kat I've ever seen.
Yeah, and we got two
Too
of them.
bad the bars don't run this way. They run this way, and it's like, bruh.
Yeah.
Because once again, we stopped at
Maverick.
Maverick. We're gonna grab some merch. Make it so we have a bunch down there. Dad looks so happy. Driving with all the wind.
Yeah, focusing on all the traffic.
So we already got a bunch of merch in for us and other people. I mean, it's packed.
So it's not doing. Not happy.
We're,
Like that.
we got
I think
this.
it's gonna.
It's cold.
Oh, you doing okay, Corbin? Okay.
Yeah.
Get them sending us some more stuff.
Tomorrow, nobody's gonna be selling.
Tomorrow's supposed to be the.
Cold. It's like great.
On the road again.
On the road again.
Paul last minute changed the hydraulic pump on on the boom from a PTO system to a electric over hydraulic. So when he did that, we added some switches on the interior to run the boom from inside. The problem is there's one wire that runs the solenoid that turns the motor on and off, but there's 4 separate wires that turn on the solenoids to make each function work. We have to isolate all of those and make them work independently, but still activate this one wire. So to do that, we use these diodes. These are bigger 5 amp diodes, so they'll easily handle the load of the solenoid without burning up. And they'll connect to these 4 different wires. This will connect to here, and it should make everything work. Get this, finish putting this in, and see what happens here. Didn't take very long at all to get that all put together. With these diodes, everything's independent. So this one, you can see it. As you can hear, everything's independent. So now you can watch the function of it. I'll get that panel bolted back in. That's good to go for Paul to do his trail recovery. Now we'll add his little added bonus, so keep things fun. All right, so now on to the little bonus. That guy right there. So this is gonna go right there. So I wired this. So there's a connector here because there's 2 different fuel pumps in the tank. So if one fails, it's a simple matter of swapping these 2 connectors to go to the secondary pump. It also makes it a nice little handy spot to put this. This is going to intercept this so that we can use a little remote control to turn that on and off. So since this is the record games, it is designed to be open to the highest bidder. So pretty much everything's fair game as long as no personal or property damage has occurred. We're free to do what we need to just to keep it fun for everybody. So this will wire in here. Got a remote control that's going to go to the highest bidder. So yeah, I'll get that installed. So all I need to do once I get these 2 wires plugged in is this will go to power from right here, and this one, this little black wire, will connect to ground right there. So we'll get that put in, we'll get that tested and see how it works. Got that little guy I'll put in there. I'll put a zip tie on there to hold it in place. But just a quick demonstration as to what this is going to do. I've got it set up so it's momentary contact, so I don't forget and leave it disabled for some reason. You can hear it. As soon as I let off the button, it re-energizes the relay. So got this jumper wire in where the fuel pump relay is. So you can hear the pump running. As soon as I push the button, pump's off. As soon as I let the pump button off, pump runs again. So it's late, everybody's asleep, so I don't want to start this and make too many clues as to what I'm doing out here. So tomorrow we'll, well, Paul's not looking, we'll do a running demonstration to show what's going on with it. So hopefully that'll be fun for everybody. Okay, that takes care of it for this week. Till next time, remember, when choosing between being kind and right, it's always best to choose kind. Thanks for watching.
Watch Mom leave that in the video.
Yep, everyone's gonna be like, Ken, are you weirdo? And I'm like, I already knew that.